Oh, yeah. Oh, bong hits in space. Oh, W.P.O.T. 111. On the spacecraft with the wild man taking you throughout the confines of this galaxy, which is expanding like this weed. Excuse me. And we are in the middle of our W.P.O.T. Special 2020, a space oddity, where we're going and tripping your mind out with some heavy-duty psychedelic visuals and some good-ass bud. And we're also swapping UFO stories that are true UFO stories from our real lives. So if you have a true UFO story that you could share with us here in the halls of Zuma, definitely comment it below or visit our Facebook page and leave your story there, and we'll get it on the air for you, because this is 2020, a space oddity, and we are exploring the universe and beyond. Have you ever explored the universe on weed? Well, I have, and now you have too. In my life, in my travels, the wild man has been all over this great country of ours, and I have seen many things. However, I have never seen an angel. And I've never seen Bigfoot. Even though we did search, it was a previous W.P.O.T. special, the search for Sasquatch. We didn't find him. And I've never seen a ghost. But on 5 different occasions in my life, I have seen a UFO, an unidentified flying object. Now, it goes back years, of course. I saw my first UFO when I was a wee tot. And, of course, you can't count that as verifiable evidence, but as I grew, I remember that my stepfather and my grandmother both remembered the same UFO encounter that I remembered, which kind of proved my story to even myself, because, as we all know, grandmas do not lie. And we all saw that UFO. We were looking at parachutes that day, and we saw this UFO fly over the house in the 70s. We taught. And then, of course, we always seen other UFO sightings in the night, stars and lights we cannot explain. One time I was peeing outside and saw 2 lights zip around the mountain so quickly that I was like, that's impossible for that to be a plane or a helicopter. That was like, what was that? And the 2 lights seemed to be connected. We saw a UFO while having a 4th of July get-together at Marty Corn's, where he was always famous for saving me some of that corn. And there was about 12 people that saw that UFO. It flew beneath the clouds, and with so many witnesses, of course, there was a debate. Was it a satellite or was it a UFO? But if it was a satellite, it would have been falling, not flying. Then there was one UFO sighting that always stuck out in my mind, the one that moved me the most, the one that almost even scared me, spooked me out a little bit. It was nothing that I expected to encounter, and to this day, I remain baffled. And this is not a joke, this is not a hoax, and yes, I do smoke a lot of weed, but this has nothing to do with the next story that I'm about to tell you. In 1986, I come out of my apartment on Carlisle and Montgomery, the Sun Chase Apartments. My brother's with me, my girlfriend's with me. We look up into the evening sky. It is dusk, not night, only dusk. And there, above the carports, just above the streetlights, about 80 or 90 feet off the ground, was a glowing pyramid triangle, floating soft and quiet. A glowing white to orange to bright orange triangle. And it was there so briefly for us that we saw it go from light orange to bright orange and then speed away at the speed of a laser, so quick indeed that it left trails in your eyes that you could see after the encounter when you closed your eyelids. I was baffled. I searched for years, watching UFO documentaries, listening to stories of other people. Had anyone else encountered anything this bizarre? Till finally, searching YouTube one night, a tear streamed from my eye as I saw a young man's footage in the skies over Amsterdam in the year 2013. The same exact floating triangle that I saw in 1986. No joke, no hoax. Weed forever, legalize it, but I'm not joking here. And when I saw this footage, you can check it out yourself at Rumble Virals. This is the same triangle that I saw in 1986, and it hadn't changed a wisp. In the year 2013. I know it sounds crazy, and I know I smoke a lot of weed. Judge for yourselves. This is real. Wildman Steve presents The Triangle over Amsterdam. This is the same floating triangle that the wild man saw with his own eyes in 1986. And I don't even think I had smoked a bowl yet at that time. I was probably going to get some. And I know people are like, oh, it's because he smokes weed. That's exactly what they told me. Look at that. There was nothing in the 80s that could do something like that, emulate something like that, project something like that in the sky, or fake something like that with what was available to them as far as computers or videos. Now, this young man, of course, got a better look than the wild man, but if you watch closely, you will see it turn orange and zip away with the speed of a laser, just as I have described. Right here, 111 W.P.O.T. FM, with the truth, because it's out there. Oh! You be the judge.